So we're going to be having a look at the Vesta 3070 Christmas Edition right now. What makes it Christmas Edition, you might ask? I would postulate that what makes it Christmas Edition is the red and green lighting scheme that we got going on in this particular model here. So the Christmas Edition, let's go into the overall specs first, and then we'll talk about sort of what makes it Christmas a little bit more. So here I've got my windowed side panel. We're using a BitPhoenix Shinobi window case, and it is available in two colors, one of which is white, which is the one you see with the actual system built in it now, and then the other one is black, and you can see that one next to it here. So you got both of these options. A couple other things you can configure about this case is we're going to have the USB 3 kit available shortly. That's going to be a small upgrade, as well as the white bezel cover for the white case for your DVD drive bezel or Blu-ray drive, whatever you prefer. Okay, so let's have a look at the specs. Overall specs, this is meant to be a very solid machine at $999.99. So, actually I think it's just $9.99 and 0 cents. So, wow, that you save $1 there versus a normal price point that you might see, which will be relevant. That dollar will be relevant because this system also features a brand new promotion at NCIX where we're going to be offering a free a $1 upgrade from Windows 7 Home Premium to Windows 7 Professional, which gives you a bunch of additional features. I actually have a separate video that I've uploaded about what exactly are the differences between Home Premium and Professional, so stay tuned for that. But let's have a look at the overall specs. So we're using a Seasonic 620 watt power supply, which means that yes, you can go SLI or Crossfire in this configuration with no sweat. We're also using a Gigabyte motherboard here. This is an AM3 Plus board supporting both, well, SLI and Crossfire. So the default configuration is either a 6870 or a 560, and this particular one has a 6870 in it. What else we got here? We got 16 gigs of AMD Radeon memory. Actually, sorry, 8 gigs is the default configuration. I got confused because when I saw it on the Russian's test bench, I saw 16 gigs, and the reason he was testing that was because, I don't know if you can see that logo in there, I hope you can, but there's an AMD Radeon logo on that memory. That means zero tweaking on AMD chipsets. You get exactly what's advertised. This is something that I would consider to be sort of an equivalent to Intel XMP, but more on the basis of compatibility rather than trying to squeeze a little bit of extra performance out of it, because honestly, memory compatibility from my perspective is a much bigger concern than memory performance, which doesn't impact your system performance that much these days. So basically what they're going for is plug and play, perfect compatibility, so that's why the Russian had 16 gigs of RAM in there before, but I only see 8 now. What else we got here? We got a 1 terabyte Seagate drive. We've also got a Coolit Eco Cooler, which actually has a push-pull fan configuration on it. So it's using the stock fan back here, and then an aftermarket fan to match the ones that are up in the top of the case right there. So we've got 3 red fans. You're going to have a ton of cooling here. We are using an FX 4100 quad-core CPU for this particular configuration. That's a good match for kind of a mid to high-end range graphics card. We're not talking 6900 series or GTX 500 series, but it's that second tier down from the top. And I think that pretty much covers it in terms of spec. Lots of cooling going on overall. I mean, you've got two 120 mils in the front. You've got two 120 mils in the top, two 120 mils in the back, and finally the power supply is drawing air from the bottom of the case here. This is a filtered intake and exhausting it directly, so that's another 120 mil fan right there. You've also got support for up to, how many is this? Wow. That's up to 8 3.5-inch drives. So that's kind of neat. I don't see a built-in SSD mount, although the Russian's probably going to indicate to me if there is one. Okay, so you'll probably need an adapter if you want to go ahead and mount an SSD in the system, which I would definitely recommend, because at $999 we can't really get an SSD into the budget, but yeah, it's a pretty good incremental upgrade. I think that pretty much, oh yeah, no, hold on, there's more. Okay, so I'm going to open it up, whoops, wrong mouse. I'm going to open it up in the Customize It PC Builder. And I just want to show you guys some of the options, because this is part of what makes it Christmas. We are using their BitPhoenix Spectre fans, and you can pick a wide variety of colors: red, blue, green, orange, or white LEDs for your included fans. You can change the color of your case from the Shinobi Black to the Shinobi White. I mean, you can also change a bunch of other cases if you so desire. We've also got, more lighting options. So you can pick an 18-inch red, blue, or white LED tube light. So here, I'll show you guys what we're talking about here. So you can have 1, 2, or 3 colored lights up here for lighting zone 1, and then you can add LED lighting effects to the bottom of the case for lighting zone 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the lights in here and show you guys what this system looks like in the dark. Hopefully this is going to work. Just going to run around here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed your little sneak preview of the Christmas edition system from NCIX, and hopefully that gives you a pretty good idea of what it looks like. Huh, that's actually kind of a game. Oh yeah, it comes with a couple free games as well. It comes with Dirt 3 as well as Battlefield 3. So there you go. Thank you for checking out this episode about NCIX's all-new sort of $1,000 best bang for the buck Christmas system, and don't forget to subscribe to NCIX Tech Tips for more reviews and computer videos from your favorite online e-tailer, ncix.com.